Hello guys and welcome to Saint of the Day. Today the church celebrates the apparitions of Our Lady of Lourdes. The apparitions began on February 11, 1858, when Saint Bernadette Soubirous, aged 14, was questioned by her mother as she claimed to have seen a lady in the cave of Massabielle, about a 70-minute walk from the city, while she was collecting firewood with her sister and a friend in order to sell it to be able to buy bread. When she took off her shoes and socks to cross the water next to the Massabielle cave, she heard the sound of 2 gusts of wind, but the trees and bushes did not move. Bernadette saw a light in the cave and a girl as small as herself, dressed in white with a blue sash tied around her waist, with a rosary in her hands in prayer, and yellow gold roses, one on each foot. Bernadette tried to keep it a secret, but Toinette told her mother. 3 days later, Bernadette returned to the cave with the other 2 girls. She brought holy water to use on the apparition in order to test it and see if it was not evil. But the vision bowed its head in gratitude when the water was given to it. On February 18th, she was told by the lady to return to the cave for a period of 2 weeks. The lady reportedly said, "I promise to make you happy not in this world, but in the next." After the news spread, police and municipal authorities began to take interest. Saint Bernadette was forbidden by her parents and the police commissioner, Jacomet, to go there again, but she went anyway. On February 24th, the apparition asked for prayer and penance and for the conversion of sinners. The next day, the apparition invited Bernadette to dig in and drink the spring water that she found there. As word spread, this water was administered to patients of all types, and many miraculous cures were reported. 7 of these cures were confirmed to be devoid of any medical explanation by Professor Verge in 1860. The first person with a certified miracle was a woman whose right hand had been deformed as a result of an accident. The government sealed off the grotto and issued harsher sanctions for anyone trying to go near the off-limits area. Lourdes apparition became a national issue in France, resulting in the intervention of Emperor Napoleon III, with an order to reopen the grotto on October 4, 1858. The church decided to stay away from the controversy completely. Bernadette, knowing the localities well, managed to visit the cave at night, even when it was closed by the government. There, on March 25, the apparition told her, "I am the Immaculate Conception. Je suis l'Immaculée Conception." A doctor stated that her hands remained unharmed, despite being held over a lit candle, when she was in state of ecstasy. On June 16, Bernadette went to the cave for the last time and reported that, "I have never seen it so beautiful before." The church, faced with questions at national level, decided to establish a commission of inquiry. On January 18, 1660, the local bishop declared that the Virgin Mary in fact appeared to the young Bernadette Soubirous. These events established the Marian cult of Lourdes, which together with Fatima and Aparecida is one of the most frequent Marian shrines in the world, to which between 4 and 6 million pilgrims travel annually. The veracity of Lourdes apparitions is not an article of faith for Catholics. However, the Catholic Church allows the veneration of the apparition of Our Lady in Lourdes for the instruction and usefulness of the faithful. However, our recent popes have visited this place. Benedict XV, Pius XI, and John XXIII, still as bishops, Pius XII as papal delegate. He also declared a pilgrimage to Lourdes in an encyclical commemorating the 100th anniversary of the apparitions, completed in 1958. St. John Paul II visited Lourdes 3 times, and Pope Benedict XVI concluded a visit there September 15, 2008. Bernadette Soubirous is God's great poor servant, chosen for a life of profound humility. You cannot be holy without being humble, without remembering yourself as small and miserable before the Lord. Therefore, the greatness of Lourdes lies precisely in the choice of the poor. I don't promise to make you happy in this world, but in the next. With our eyes turned upward, let us imitate this great servant of God and seek to love Him with ever more generosity. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, and God bless.